Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a team from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Roadrunners will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners offense will get the first crack at it here. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today,
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. So UTSA's offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Morse. Feeling some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the pass rusher there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB with the sack, but he was able to still use his arms and his wingspan to knock that ball loose.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. Afterburner's coming. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got it set up on the outside. Oh, what a spin. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get them.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. Lining up for the PAT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28th. And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Morse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low line drive and short kick. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense has a second down play. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to snap it quickly. Back to throw. It's Morse. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
You know, I like the decision. In terms of where he was going with the ball, just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
At the 40, there he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Sooners have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Trying to get to, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Looking for blockers. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Grabbed by the kicking team. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Bulldozes him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Looking for a crease. It's McCoy. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Leaves it with the back. And the Roadrunners get enough for the 1st down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Morse. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's got great speed, looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down.
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4.
UTSA 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick release on the RPO. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it.
Can anyone catch him? Still on his feet. Touchdown, Roadrunner. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think...
He's loose. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the pummeling has started. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hart. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Morse. Quickly complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And it's so underrated, though. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the returner is stopped. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Line gets set, first down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The offense set for a 1st down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Offense gets set for 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, UTSA! And once he got loose, it was all over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. The running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's McDuffie. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Sooners are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
A first down run in the red zone. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Nunez. And the ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. To the air, it's Morse. Quick strike complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
They pick up the first down and drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On second down, wants to throw it. Getting some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out.
Oh, he dropped it! The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Rides to the back. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball, but